Alright, it is slightly early morning. We do not have a mission. We are going to do this a free flight up to a different location, and then we'll do a mission out of there. I've got to hop in and let's get everything set up here. Just make sure that we've got it all matching. Fuel wise, we are going with 600 pounds ish. That'll be close enough. 610 on the Neofly, 624 here. That is all good. So cargo, we have 0 pounds. We're gonna go nice and empty here, and yeah, this we're gonna go with 0. And well, apparently it doesn't want to get rid of that passenger. Cool. All right, so we're gonna be nice and light, get up out of here. Where I want to head to, if we can find it, LZZP? No, LZZI. That is where we want to go to. So let's get this thing fired up real quick. So we're kind of headed up into the mountains. This is a short runway. Yeah, we're not going to have FAA. Hopefully this doesn't crash the game. Airport. I think it's a short runway.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
If this is the correct place. That is not any help here. Yeah, so there it is. I think what, 3,000 feet. But we're gonna go up there. We're gonna pick up a mission from that point. But yeah, not a whole lot to it. Get those going. That's all working there. Looks like we got a little bit of ice on the windshield. Let's go ahead and turn on window heat. Selected altitude, we're gonna go to 7,000. Should be a very short flight. I don't think we're actually that far away. But yeah, none of the missions looked very interesting out of here, so I've decided that we're gonna just short hop it over to this place. Still acquiring GPS. Guess we could taxi while that's doing it and then get that set up. Looks like winds are calm, maybe a little bit out of the north, so we will just taxi down and take off that way since everything here is south of the runway. But yeah, we're going to head up north further into these mountains. And let's kind of see what is all happening. Ice isn't really melting right now. Might have a little crosswind here. But more of a headwind, so not going to be an issue. Alright, we can get this set up. Alright. LZZ. No, that is wrong. I went I. And now it's going to reset everything. Okay. Scoot on over so that we can actually see this. There we go. This is why I like the modern GPS where you can just have a keyboard. The way this thing is set up is very annoying sometimes, so. Alright, so it is 48 miles away, so we're not going to be getting up into mountains too much. Why? It does not seem like we got... I'm going to assume that is on. But, let's also get our, where is it at? Just turn those off because it doesn't matter. Alright, we should be good now. Alright, I'm gonna just click it that way. It doesn't seem to be working, but maybe we gotta get up to speed. I don't know why that would be a thing, but maybe it's just gotta warm things up. Flaps down, one click. Alright, let's head up and grab a mission out of Zelina. I think that's what it was called. Very light.
Enjoy your personal flight, pilot. You can search for more jobs after you land.
Very quick to lift up. Flaps up. Autopilot on. Okay, it's grabbing that. And nav mode on. We'll power back just a tiny bit here. And away we go. I don't even know if we'll need 7,000. I don't think we will. Let's take a look at... Yeah, that's not really going to give me a whole lot of information, but we've got runway 6 and 24. It looks like there is a grass strip to the left of it, or it used to be a grass strip. And then, yeah, I don't know what this says down here. Just apron. So, airport's at 1,000 foot. We're gonna get there in 24 minutes. We're actually just gonna follow this valley, so I don't even think we need to climb up all that much. Probably just say 4,000. We're not gonna get into the taller mountains that are on the north side of the country. Take a look outside. Ice all over our windshield. Do not know why that's not clearing up. Yeah, so if it says on, that means it's on. So it's on. We'll just have to live with it. I know this one's never going to clear up because it doesn't have any heat elements on it, but I mean, the very first thing that should be clearing off is right along these heat elements. But is what it is. We're not going to be going through clouds. Well, since we are cheating here, I guess we can... It's going off a GPS. I don't think that is correct, is it? It seems very low. Do we have information? Weather... I don't know. Can you put this in American? I guess 1024. We've got that on the other side. Okay, so we're at 5,000 feet when we're supposed to be holding at 4,000. That's fine. I don't think this is right. I don't think that was right information either. But, yeah, so we're just going to follow this little valley up. Things don't get too high in terrain until you get back that way. But definitely a lot more terrain than we encountered on our way in. Looking over here. It's a pretty neat looking area though. They don't really seem to have any like reason why the mountains, you know, like they're just all over scattered. Back and let's pull our fuel back here. Okay, ground speed 160. That's going to drop a bit here. We're 13 minutes out. Fuel-wise, we've got a little under an hour of fuel, so we may need to put a little bit in when we get there. Depending on where we're going. But I'm probably going to short hop it from this place to another one. Let's see if we've got...
Selena Tower, Oscar Mike. November Kilo Sierra Tree 1 miles southwest 4000. For to land.
Alright, we drop back down to
Oscar
4,000 now.
November Kilo Sierra Selena Tower. QNH 1025. Make straight in runway 06.
Make straight in runway 06 November Kilo Sierra.
Alright. So, that'll be pretty easy. Just a little bit of a right turn in. Just essentially follow the river. So what I'm going to do is take this off at nav. Go ahead and select. We're going to go over to the valley. And just follow it up. 12 minutes out. So the valley's gonna, like, the road and the river separate here around this little hill. Then they join back together around Zelina. "25 miles out. Out. This windshield is not clearing up. That's very weird. I wonder if it's just something. No, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it's only clearing up here, but it's kind of creeping in, or has been creeped in there. All right. Looks like we got a little canal. We're gonna aim for right about here. I think we make a right turn around that little hill to get into where we're going. There's my landing lights. Guess it makes sense that those are in a quick and easy to access location. Go ahead and drop to 3,000 slowly. Feet a minute. Just because we do have to get over these hills. I don't think they are too close on that, but just to be safe. Pretty neat area though. Whole lot of hills back that way. Just a whole lot of hills everywhere. But this river gets tied up into a little tighter areas here, so there's a break in the towns. There's a town over here, then more up here. 3,800 feet. I think the airport will be like right here. And we got a little community back here on this sort of lake. If they've got it dammed up here. Yep, they do. They got it dammed up to split off into the canal and then into the regular flow of the river. Alright. Just go ahead and mute you. Fine over these. We're at 35, slowly coming down to 3,000, 4.5 minutes out. The airport is on the right side of the river and the canal, so we at least know that. just a little bit here. The river kind of goes this way, the canal stays wider to the left, and then they come back together right about at the airport. So somewhere out there. We're gonna go ahead and pop autopilot off. There's our airport right there. Burn off the speed. We're gonna have to drop 2,000 feet. This thing can quickly burn speed out. Up at 100%. I'm going to go ahead and go full flaps for this one, just because we are going to be descending a little quicker. Allow me to keep the throttle higher as well. Get lined up with the runway. Is everything rolling hard to the left? Did the autopilot not turn off?
November Kilo Sierra wind 0955. Cleared to land runway 06.
Okay, I didn't turn autopilot off, apparently.
Cleared to land runway 06 November Kilo Sierra.
I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. Assume that's outer boundary. No, I don't know what it is. Why are we beeping? Okay, maybe it is outer. Just went on forever. Alright, 1,000 feet off the ground. Looks like we got happy lights, so I'm gonna just hold 2,000. Got one light. Two lights. Okay, start descending. Got some smokestacks here. Wind is not really affecting much. back the throttle down a little bit just because we're too high. That got the nose to drop. Back to lined up. Just above. A little high now. A little quick as well. Pretty cool little airport though. Land a little short. That's okay.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
That was a harder landing than we like to see, pilot.
You just
November
never
Kilo,
happy.
Sierra
Contact
exit
ground
runway
for your
when
parking
able.
assignment, then shut down your engine.
Alright. Well, we got stopped really quick. Landing was negative 170. Apparently I just can't land this thing. I'm going too slow or something.
November Kilo, Sierra contact ground on 118. 4.
For November Kilo Sierra.
So we're not going to do that, obviously. Get turned around here. We can just taxi back out. Parking brake on, and let's cut the fuel.
Everything is on board.
Now we got to find a mission. We're going to do a fairly short one. And the most money that we can gain is some cargo. Heading into... I'm not even sure. But it is going to a very short runway, and I am happy to see that, so we are going to do that.
Transporter from dispatch. I see you asked for a cargo mission. The ground crew is waiting for you
Alright,
in the parking
gonna
to
get
load
that
the crates.
loaded up.
Pilot from dispatch. The cargo door is open and the cargo is being transferred.
Let's... Damn it. Going to LZMO. I could have saved myself some time if I knew how to operate this. Alright, so we're still in Slovakia. It looks like this is going to be 99
Okay, pilot,
miles.
that's the last of the crates secured and the cargo door is closed and latched.
That's going to be about a
You're
half
cleared
an
to taxi.
hour. Let's go ahead and also fuel up just a tiny bit here. Let's go with... Just go 300 pounds in both. Cargo, we have got 1,400. Close enough. Okay, we're all set on that. Go ahead and fire the engines cheater way. This we're gonna actually climb out and go to 6,000.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Let me also... Okay. Let's roll to the runway. Kind of actually like doing this quick short hop somewhere to another short hop. May start doing that more just so that we can go to more random places. Where we're headed, the longest runway is 1,300 feet, so we're definitely going to have to bring it down pretty smooth. Smooth and slow. Alright, just wanted to make sure I couldn't see the line on the terrain. Alright, let's get going. Little tip there. And we're off.
Transporter, good flight.
November Kilo Sierra, you were not cleared to take off.
Yeah, I was. I cleared myself. Climb out here pretty hard just because we got to get above these hills. Otherwise, we're stuck in this valley for a while. Just gonna manually fly it. Can start turning here. Straight into the sun. Alright, let's go ahead and try to get this to work. Oops. Nav mode. Come on. There you go. Alright. Got it all lined up. Climbing at 1,500 feet a minute. Forgot to put flaps up. It's okay, I think. Under 130, we're okay. Oh, this thing is climbing out really good. So Zelina down here. do have terrain ahead that we're not quite over yet. Maybe we should go up to 8. I think we're gonna do that, just because mountains were a little higher than I thought they were back here. "45 minutes out, but that is going to drop down really quick as we pick it up. And it looks like we got a fairly large valley that we're going to be landing at. The airport is, I mean, it is just a short-ass runway. Right next to a railroad track. Got down here. The world's worst road course. Kia. So, it is a test track. Looks like we're all good for 8,000. Push this thing to the limit. Get there quick. But yeah, we are definitely getting into some bigger mountains here. Got a little bit of a crosswind, it feels like, just with the way the plane's bouncing. Go ahead and turn that back on, just in case. Let's take a look out this side. Looks like the sun is helping us de-ice things as well. Why is it still climbing past 8? Why has it been doing that? That's the second time it's done that now. Oh well. Or maybe the 8's switching over too early? Nope. Okay. Well, we're at 9,000. That's fine. As long as it just holds the altitude. Alright, so our ground speed, 170 knots. We are 30 minutes out and dropping quickly. Gonna be over a lot of mountains this whole time. There's one larger valley that we're gonna kind of come across, but yeah. It's a pretty cool place. Just lots of valleys in between these mountains. These mountains are kind of going against the way that you would think that they would towards the valley. We got Lake. Nope, I can't say that name. I was gonna say Lake Mara, but I believe Mara is the name for lake. So Liptovsky? But we got a larger community up here. Not very massive. The terrain coloring is making it kind of look larger than it should be. And there's another one right here. These mountains look kind of high, but we're at 9,000, and I don't believe anything goes up past 6,000 around here, so should be fine. Ground speed 180 almost. We are pushing our overspeed, so let's back that off a bit. Alright, so we are headed now to it's in LZMO. We're gonna have anything on this. Yep, nothing. But that's to be expected. 605 elevation. And then the runways 400 meters. They are paved though, but we got no weather information, and it's saying the wind is the same direction both ways. So I don't think it's really going to matter what way we land. The direction that we're coming in, we'll be able to just follow the railroad in, I think. Gonna have a little bit of a crosswind, I believe, but the weather could change, especially as we drop into the valley. But yeah, not too terrible. Interested if this is snow or just some very strange coloring. Don't know if we'll get close enough, but it's kind of all just the same coloring there. Terrain-wise, we're all good. "25 minutes out now." Another factory down there, maybe a power plant. Looks like I don't know. A lot of train coming into it. finally got the windshields cleared up. Flying into the sun. Finally melted that off. Yeah, we're going to be going over these mountains for a bit. The peaks are looking at 14, 16, almost 17. And further down we get to 2,000 meters. So let's double check on those numbers. It's gonna be 6,500 feet. Looks like there is some skiing up here as well. Don't think we're going to be able to see it. It's going to be on the other side of the mountain. These initial mountains, though, are only around 3,000. It's once we get deeper in that they start popping up to 6,000. There's a ridge of them that I think the clouds are hiding right now. Yeah, this looks to be a little snow covered here. "21, 22 minutes out." Oh yeah, that's definitely all snow covered. That is an interesting formation. I think it's just random luck. There's definitely a little bit of a circular pattern to it. Yeah, I don't think it's anything other than just the way the water erodes the mountain down there. So yeah, behind these clouds we've got some taller mountains. Oh, and you know what? The mountains to the north that I was talking about are those. That's like the highest mountains in the country, I believe. They don't look all that tall from 9,000 feet, but I think it also doesn't help that the elevation of that valley next to them is probably pretty high. Back into the clouds and mountains. Not very good imagery here. And it's pretty cool area though. But we're getting very, very high. Alright, so the tallest peaks, I believe are back here for the stuff that we're encountering. Let's hope no icing. Could go up to 10, but it's just gonna be a waste of time. Long ways to go still. Even though we're only 18 minutes out, it's got a lot of mountains to fly over still. That peak seems pretty tall to our left. That is 1,700 meters. Got another valley coming up on our right. Doesn't look like we'll be able to see it. It's a fairly high valley, but it's got a bunch of towns through it. Pick up the speed just a little bit here. I don't know if we grabbed a headwind or if it just was slow on reacting when I changed it. It fell a little further than I thought it was going to. Ground speed 172, climbing, we're 15 minutes out, 43 miles out. Alright, sorry. There was a CRJ crash in Toronto. Looking up that real quick. So, taking a look at the elevation that is around this area, it doesn't look like anything's over 1,000 meters. Gives us a decent idea of where I can start to drop it down. And we're gonna have to fly south and get into the valley. A little town below us, Telgert. Then there is a ski slope back here somewhere as well. I believe the clouds are covering it. Alrighty. Well, we've got to start figuring out what we're doing here. 10 minutes out. I think in about 5 minutes we're going to make a turn to the south. That way we can just fly in through the valley that kind of leads into this town. You can see that mountains have turned into hills, and we got some clear sky down here, so it's good news. Actually, we could probably just go ahead and start our turn rather than squaring it off. Just head out this way, and we'll be able to start descending. Let's get to 5,000. Wait till we get completely clear of the clouds, but yeah, I think we drop in into possibly this little valley and then turn left, but it might be a little further on. You know what, we're gonna stay at this altitude for now, just to work with a little bit more. It might actually, no, I think that's, yeah, that could be our valley. This could also, it's, alright, this is the town. Yeah, this actually could be the valley that we're dropping into. Okay. We're going to turn a little bit more here. Let's go ahead and drop 5,000. Throttle back a little bit here. found the one cloud to go through here. We're gonna have to drop a lot quicker than this. Alright, so we're going to follow this valley up, and then near the end of it, like right there, is our airport. Get to 3,000. Drop a little bit quicker. So we got a road and a railroad track. The railroad kind of hugs the edge of these hills, but then it'll pop back out right about, well, it'll go around a little town, and then that puts us at the airport. So there is a little lake up here, town, the railroad, and then the airport is like somewhere there. Turn this way a bit. Nope, that's not working right. Or not working how I thought it was going to work. Alrighty. Time to play Spot the Airport. I think our best bet is to kind of aim for here, and I think that's the airport there. Let's what do we got? Let's go 2,600. We're too low too soon, but there's our railroad track coming down off the mountain. So the railroad should cross the highway here and head this way and then come in, and that I think is right there where our airport is. So we're at 2,600. I'm gonna start letting it just kind of bleed off some speed here, even though we can get this thing slowed up pretty quick. Alright, so railroad crossing there, then turning straight back that way, which means our airport has got to be somewhere here. Maybe it's a little further down. Let's go ahead and turn a little bit more. Oh wait, the airport's on the left side of the tracks, so... Alright. I think... here. Pull the speed back a little bit. Let's get our terrain warning muted. All of a sudden nose diving. Okay, that was weird. Autopilot was on, but it just started nose diving when I pulled the power back. Alright, I see what is possibly our runway. Flaps in it so that we can float in the air a little better. We're going full flaps. Alright, so I think I've got the airport in sight. This railroad track is kind of guiding us in. Railroad track's covered with, or surrounded with the trees. You can see it here, and then it makes a hard turn around this little town in front of us. We got quite a bit of wind shoving us from the left. That's coming down off of these hills, I assume, although we're not even really down, but I've got something that looks like a runway, but I'm not 100% sure. We're at 2,000 feet. Airport's at 600, so we do need to force the nose down, back some throttle off here. Let's get down to 1,000 feet off the ground. Okay. There's 1,000 feet off of the ground. Keeping a little left rudder in it. Definitely going to be one that we don't want to float very long because we don't have a whole lot to work with here. If we need to, we'll go around. Got power lines running off to our left. If they continue in or if that's just crossing there, but
500.
Alrighty. I think we're pretty good slope here. We're just gonna have to hit reverse when we touch down, full brakes, and bring it in at this speed. Wow, this is a dinky runway.
Minimums. Minimums.
200 feet. There's an airport or airplane sitting off the end of the runway. Nope, that's a fuel box.
50,
Never mind.
40, 30, 20, 10.
That was a harder landing than we like to see, pilot.
Shit. We didn't even need reverse.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear
Thought
the
we were
runway
gonna need
and
it.
taxi to parking.
Then I had to focus too much on keeping it on the runway. Wow. Alright, well, this place is small. I don't even know if you can call this an airport, but hey. We're here. Let's just go ahead and park here. Wow. That was a small one. Yeah, but we were able to get it stopped very quickly without even using half our tools.
Transporter. Cargo unloading
We
in
will,
progress. Stand by, pilot.
We'll be taking off from here and heading somewhere else for the next video. And then, just, pick up another mission, I think, like that. Probably just head up the road. There's a large airport not too far away. But what a place. We definitely needed all the flaps for that. That is crazy.
Transporter. Another cargo mission completed.
Landing
Thanks.
was
See you soon.
a negative 231.
Let's get out of here.
Not great, but didn't do any harm to the plane. We earned $54,000 for that, and yeah, up to 240,000, and definitely seeing parts of the world. Let's go ahead and take a look at this runway, if you can call it that. I mean, I'm not even sure, like, just smooth out the grass and go longer with that. That is not a whole lot to work with, but we had the plane for it, so now we know. Little disappointed that I got so far to the left, but I've kept it on the runway, I'm pretty sure. So, pretty cool looking community here. Very, very small little town. And then there's some larger stuff up the way, but yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and kind of do more of the same on the next video. Thanks for watching.